family, what is up? It's your boy Providence, man. Thank you for tuning in. And we got a special video for y'all today. We're going to be looking at the new Milano that they buffed with the recent update to Black Ops Cold War. The gun's a bit stronger now, so we're going to be checking it out. And we're also going to be checking out the new map, Miami Strike. If you're new to the channel, please drop a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any videos. I'm on my grind, I'm uploading, baby. So enjoy. When I began this channel, it was definitely me stepping out into something that I was uncomfortable with. And I just thought, man, like, I wanted to encourage anybody out there who may be wanting to start something or step into something that they really have literally no experience in doing, or it's a brand new endeavor. I know that oftentimes, man, what holds us back from pursuing things that are new to us is the fear of failure. It's a very real fear, and I think it's one of the biggest things that keeps us from reaching our potential. And listen, man, I'm not a motivational speaker. This is not, I'm not an expert at this. All I know is one of the things that I feel like I've been learning in my life right now is we must not allow the fear of failing, stagnation, having to start over, falling on our face, embarrassing ourselves, whatever the case may be. We can't allow that to keep us from taking risks. I know that, one of the things that I wrestle with a lot is just thinking about when I've tried new things, I've never really been consistent. And one of the things that I fear when I step into something new is, will I even be able to consistently do this? Or will it be like a lot of things I've started and I just kind of gave up, right? And didn't follow through. And honestly, man, like, those types of thoughts become self-defeating. You allow those thoughts to fester, and then before you know it, you stop. Not because you're no longer passionate about it, but because you've preached to yourself that you are the type of person that doesn't follow through. Now all of a sudden, you take that into something that you're not comfortable doing, or something that you have to step out of your comfort zone to do. And I think that, man, we have to guard against that. Because as human beings, man, we can adapt, we can change, we can develop habits, right? We can learn new skills. And obviously there's always the reality that we may not become successful at what we try, but the truth is you could. And one thing I've been thinking about is you should do what brings a level of joy into your life, no matter what the potential success or lack thereof could be. For me, I'm creating these gaming videos, not because I'm primarily driven by the fact that I want it to be uber successful. Obviously I do. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, I just want 20 people to watch my videos when I have 100 videos in. Like, obviously, no, I want people to watch. Nobody wants to produce something and not have people partake in what you produce. But the reality is, I'm doing this, man, because this brings me joy. passionate about gaming. I'm passionate about sharing my experiences and my thoughts with the world. And for me, it was a passion before it ever became about success. And I think that this world, it's filled with so much darkness and pain, and you know, it doing something that just brings you joy in and of itself is worth doing. It's worth pursuing. And so I want to encourage people, man, like if you really feel like you are just worried about how what you want to produce will be received, ask yourself, is this something that you love? Because here's the thing, chances are if you love it and you're passionate about it, you'll put effort in it. And chances are if you put effort in it, somebody will like it. Somebody will. And it'll bless people, because the things that we're passionate about and we work hard at, we tend to, not all the time, but we tend to get better at. And once we get better at it and we put our effort into it, likely we create things that people want to consume. And so if you don't follow your passion, you could be denying joy and fulfillment to someone else, right? We follow things we're passionate about, we produce, we become better at a certain skill or job or whatever case may be, and that's how we serve others, and that brings joy into other people's lives. And so it's important for us not to ignore the fact that I have this passion, I have this desire, and I want to follow through. And oftentimes I think we let fear keep us from reaching our potential and actually keep us from producing something that is meant to actually bless someone else, meant to actually bring joy and peace and happiness into somebody else's life. And so, man, I think fear is a terrible thing. It can really hinder you from moving forward, and fear of what people will think. And, you know, we start making all kinds of excuses. Well, I'm too old, or I'm not educated enough, or I don't have this necessary skill, or I'm too young, and it's just, all of that is just fear. It's all of it is fear wrapped up in, you know, eloquent thinking, or, you know, philosophical thought, or whatever the case may be, but it's all really just fear. And so I just want to encourage people out there, man. If you have a passion, pursue it. If it brings you joy, pursue it. Now, obviously, I understand we got to do practical things like pay bills and things like that. We have to be wise and responsible. And so obviously do what you have to do in terms of responsibility. But find the time to pursue passion, because passion could turn into something that brings income. Passion could turn into something that pays bills. And if you're really good at what you do and you're passionate about it, that might be what becomes your full-time gig, right? So I think it's super imperative that we pursue what we're passionate about. Now you might be saying, man, like, well, I don't know if I'm passionate about it, but I want to try it. I think that's enough. I think that's enough, man. If you want to try it, go for it. And you might try whatever it is you try, and you might realize, you know what, man, it's not really for me. But guess what? You exit off. You tried it, you realized it wasn't for you. And I'd rather live my life knowing I tried something and I found out it wasn't for me, or I tried something and it wasn't as successful as I thought it was, and maybe I wasn't quite good at it, than to live my life knowing that I'm not living and experiencing new things. I'm not going after what I'm passionate about. There's so many people right now, they're bitter, they're angry, and we don't even know why. One of the reasons why is because they probably gave up on their dreams. They probably gave up on pursuing what brings them happiness, right? And so don't become that person that grows old with a ton of regrets, wondering like, man, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, and I never quite followed through on it, right? My life has been stepping out on a whole different things. This gaming channel, in the middle of changing my career, stepping into a whole new world that I don't know much about. I've had a lot of weight loss success this year, and there's been a whole bunch of things that previously I found a lot of failure in, and I'm stepping out and putting myself out there again. And yes, my ego's on the line. Yes, I could possibly fail, but I'd rather do that than to just live my life day by day, knowing that I'm really have something on my heart that I want to pursue, or there's something that I know I'm called to do and I'm not pursuing it. We can't have that be the story of our lives, man. So I just want to encourage somebody, man. If you're out there and you're thinking about doing something, man, look, if it ain't illegal, you know, here's the thing, man. I say two things. If it ain't sinful and it ain't illegal, do it. It ain't breaking God's law, it ain't breaking man's law, do it, man. So, yo, that's it for me, man. Just wanted to drop that thought on y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay, man. So keep it locked here on the channel. More videos coming. Thank y'all, man. Providence. I'll see y'all later.